Hello viewers. Welcome to another episode of Mel's Kitchen. Yes, today in our kitchen, we are going to be talking about gloves. Yes, I know many of you out there believe and think food handlers are supposed to wear gloves. Yeah, sorry, no dispute. Don't nail me down, please. I'm just giving out my suggestion. You mustn't abide to it. Yes, I agree with you as well. Food handlers should wear gloves, especially when you've got this. Who is a food handler in the first place? Who is a food handler? A food handler is someone that deals with food, deals with the preparation, cooking, transportation of food. Anything that have to go with food, food, food. Even if you just have to help out to fix the spices, that is like you are preparing, you are participating in part of the preparation. Because with food, before it goes down to the tummy, it's step by step, it's a process. You have that preparation process, you have that cooking process. Excuse me, before I go to the preparation process, you have to go to the shop. You do the shopping. So should we count the shopping as the first process? Yeah, I'm one of those. I think shopping should be the first step of talking about food. Because you can't just sit in your house and the food makes its way to your house or it makes its way to your tummy. You have to go out there to the shop to get the food. Yeah. Buying the food is not a problem because you don't need gloves to buy the food, do you? We don't need gloves to buy the food. It's now preparing, cooking that we need gloves for. That is what some of us think we need gloves for. Food handlers, you see all these catering services that are doing gloves, Yeah, it's not bad. But guys, viewers, ladies, gents, let's be honest with ourselves. How many of you use gloves in your homes? Now you see someone out there, a caterer or someone selling food, or I should call it, is selling food without gloves. You are grumbling. You think that person is supposed to be wearing gloves? Why do you think that person is supposed to be wearing gloves? Do you think you are cleaner than that person? No. But let me give you the reason. According to me, I think the reason is not because you feel like that person is dirty or old, but it's just because you are not sure of the source. That's the simple truth. You don't know if this person washed their hands before handling this food. You don't know this person is selling this food. Maybe the person, of course, if I'm doing catering, I've been standing there for 5 hours. I'm tired. I feel like using the toilet. I have to go and use the toilet. True or false? I go and use the toilet. So the consumers will not follow a food handler to the toilet. They don't know what have happened behind the scene. I use the toilet, I come back, maybe I've not washed my hands. Of course, when I finish using the toilet, I'm going to use tissue. I clean up a little bit of infection. Maybe my pee is so concentrated. Maybe there's a little bit of discharge, maybe not, but you never can tell. Maybe when I was coming, I greeted someone that is carrying an infection in their hands, because bacteria have tiny microorganisms that can never be seen with the naked eyes. You have to use a microscope to see a bacteria. So looking at these hands, don't think your hands are too clean to carry germs around. They are not. Your hands are not too clean to carry germs around. In as much as everything in life have an advantage, there is always a disadvantage. Now, when I'm talking about gloves, these ones, yes, gloves. We know there's a lot of advantages for food handlers to wear gloves out there. Yeah, I understand. Food handler, one of the advantages of a food handler to wear gloves is to make the customers feel happy. Of course, because trust me, if I go somewhere and buy food and someone is wearing gloves, I'm 100% sure your hands are not going to touch that food. So I'm comfortable, I'm happy. Wow, this person is so clean, they're wearing gloves. I accept that fact. But don't forget, in every advantage is a disadvantage. I accept that fact. Have you ever asked yourself, that gloves that this person is wearing, what if the gloves tear off? Do you know what that person can be carrying on the palms? See, you see, it's torn. Do you know what these palms, this hand can be carrying? What if the gloves tear off and the person doesn't notice? You as the customer, of course, it's going to be rude for you to say, "Madam, your gloves have torn off. Please, can you change it?" You can't tell me that. You can't come to my shop and be telling me how to run my shop. Yes, I know. I can politely change it when you say that because I want you to be happy. I want you to come again. But let's face reality. You yourself, you will not feel comfortable telling someone to go and change the gloves. You just be grumbling down in you like, but if I wear these gloves, yeah, it's safer. I'm not touching the food. Yeah, it's okay. But these gloves now, if they tear off like now, this one is torn off, I will still continue saving. Maybe I've not noticed. If I notice, yes, I might change it. But what if I don't notice? I just carry on with my business. Business is booming. There are a lot of customers. Or maybe I'm in a party. I'm just doing the thing and going. Serving food in a party is even better because you don't need to touch food with your hands, especially in Europe. You have tongs, you have spoons, you have knife, you have all those things that you can use to pick food. So I don't really think gloves is really needed anyways, but we can just use it, as I said, to make the customers happy. We can wear gloves. We can wear gloves to make the customers happy. But we don't really need it because I'm not touching your food. I'm not coming in contact with that food. So if you want me to wear it because you want to be happy, that's fine. I'll wear it for you to be happy. But the main part in which you need to wear gloves is when you are preparing that food, you are cooking the food. Now, let me say I'm making vegetable. I'm cutting up vegetable. Of course, I'm wearing nails. These nails, you don't know what bacteria is under these nails. In one of my videos, I said I'm going to be wearing gloves to cook because I've got nails on. Yeah, that's true. But that doesn't mean I wear gloves to cook all the time. When I'm cooking for myself, I said that as well. When I'm cooking for my home, what I do is just put water in a bowl, put some soap in it, and just soak my hand in that soapy water for about 5 minutes. Then wash it. Everything will be out. Then I can carry out my cooking. I wash my hands, do my hand washing procedure. Yeah, that's the truth. The main part in which you need to use gloves is mainly when you are preparing the food. It's not when you are serving at the party or whatever. Serving at the party, we just wear gloves just to make customers feel happy and more comfortable, because the truth is I'm not coming in contact with your food. I'm not holding the food with my hands. I'm picking up everything. But if you are serving in a party where we have African food, where you have to do some things like, okay, like achu, yeah, that's it. If you are doing something like achu, that you are using your hand to mix for someone, yeah, maybe you can wear gloves to mix, so that the person will know that, oh, you're not touching my food with your finger, so the person will be more happy. That's true. Nice for you. Nice for you. As I said, the gloves can tear off and anything can happen because the disadvantage of wearing gloves, one of the disadvantages of wearing gloves is people forget to wash their hands. You are supposed to wash your hands before and after wearing gloves, but people forget to wash their hands. So now when you want to cook, because you think you are going to be wearing gloves, you forget to wash your hands. Now you are preparing, let me say you are washing vegetable and the gloves cut off, you have nails. There are bacteria under that nails that the gloves was preventing it from crossing into the food. Or even if you don't have nails, if you have normal fingernails itself, can still carry germs. The gloves you were wearing, yes, it was preventing that germs from your fingernails getting into the food, to prevent that cross contamination. Now the gloves are torn off. You don't even notice. You are there washing your vegetable. So what become of it? The dirt from your hands or the dirt from your finger is going to eventually get into the food, poisoning the food and thereby causing food poisoning. If you start complaining you have food poisoning, not knowing where it's coming from. It's coming from your method of preparation. Because you think you are too clean, you are too hygienic, you want to wear gloves, but you forget the basic of it. You forget the fact that for you to wear that glove, before you wear the gloves, you have to wash your hands. When you finish wearing the gloves, you have to wash your hands. And always change your gloves after each step. For instance, I want to cook with fresh fish or fresh meat. I will wear gloves and wash meat. Wash meat is stained with fresh blood. Now I carry that same gloves that I've used on fresh blood and touch vegetable. You think because you are cooking the same food, everything is going to cook up. That is not food hygiene, no, my dear. It's not food hygiene. Yes, everything is going to cook up, but there's no point of you using the same gloves on over fresh food and over not non-fresh food. Change your gloves and avoid changing your gloves over food, because when you change your gloves over food, you are still causing contamination of that food. That is another disadvantage of wearing gloves. Apart of the fact that the gloves can tear off and the dirt on your hand can contaminate the food, which is one disadvantage. Another disadvantage is the dirt on your hand, not only the dirt on your hand, the dirt on your finger can contaminate the food, which is one disadvantage. Another disadvantage is if you forget to change your gloves during your procedure of touching fresh food and non-fresh food, there can still be that risk of cross-contamination. So there is no point. If you know you will not be able to remember to be changing your gloves at each session, don't even bother, just wash your hands. Because when you wash your hands, put your hands in soapy water, allow it to stay there for 5 minutes before you start cooking. Your hands are clean. All the germs under your nails have come out. Your hands are clean. You can use your hands. It's much better than using gloves that you're going to be changing over food. Another disadvantage is you changing your gloves over food is still expose you to risks of cross-contamination. So ladies, before you think about food hygiene, before you think about the hygienic way of cooking food, also think about the disadvantage. Don't just think gloves is the best method. Yes, I'm not arguing with that. Gloves is good. It prevents cross-contamination. It prevents the spread of germs from your finger, from your dirty hands to the food. But also think about the disadvantage. What if you don't wash your hands? What if you don't wash your hands? Yes, I know. As I said, the advantages of using gloves: to make the customers feel happy, to prevent the spread of germs from your fingernails to the food, to prevent food contamination, to prevent food poisoning. That is just the spread of germs. To prevent food contamination, to prevent food poisoning. Those are the advantages of wearing gloves. Now the disadvantages is if you forget to wash your hands will be dirty, isn't it? Your hands are dirty. You are coming from outside, from the shop. As I said, cooking, for you to get that food into your stomach, you have to start by going to the shop to buy the food. You've gone to the shop, you've bought the food, you've greeted some people on the way, or maybe you've scratched your nose, or you've picked your nose. Some of us have the habit of picking our nose even in the public. We don't care, it's our nose, isn't it? Yeah, it's our nose. You've touched some other things that are dirty. Come to the house, maybe you are rushing, you want to cook quickly for the house, or maybe you are going for a party, you want to cook quickly. So you are going to say in the school, you want to cook quickly, say somewhere, you want to cook quickly, you just dash. Because I have my gloves, of course, I don't need to wash my hands, so wear your gloves. Wash your hands. Don't always forget to wash your hands. Food hygiene. Don't always forget to wash your hands. Wash your hands before handling food and after handling food. When you are cooking in the kitchen, when you put the food in the pot, when you put the first step of it is cooking. If you don't have anything else that you are doing in the kitchen and you come and sit in the lounge, you lie down on the sofa maybe for 30 minutes, you have to go and check the food. When you go back there, wash your hands again. Because that remote that you have touched to be operating that TV, that remote can be carrying germs. As I said, germs are microorganisms that can never be seen with the naked eyes. You can only use a microscope. These naked eyes like that are big. You think the eyes are too big to see germs. You cannot see the germs. It can only be seen using a microscope. So you don't know, until you use a microscope, you will not know what germs you are carrying on this hand that you think they are clean. They are clean. That's why they say there's a difference between sterilization and disinfection. They are clean, but they are not sterile. That's what you need to know in your kitchen. Yes, they are clean, but they are not sterile. So try as much as possible to avoid contamination, cross-contamination of food. Dirt from your hands. Always wash your hands handling food. If you have to use gloves, always make sure you change your gloves regularly. Also, before I forget, another disadvantage of using gloves is some people can be allergic to latex or to other gloves. Some people can have allergic to it. By the time you finish cooking, your hands, you have little reaction. What's the point of having reaction in your hand when you know you can just wash your hands in soapy water for 5 minutes and use it to cook? What's the point? What is the point? Yeah, that is just it, ladies and gents. Let's try as much as possible to prevent cross-contamination of our food. Okay, guys? I hope this one is going to save a soul out there. Please. Critics are welcome. Because I know some people will be saying, her channel, I thought her channel is all about food. She said Mel's Kitchen and Style. Yes, Mel's Kitchen and Style. It's not just food that goes in the kitchen. It's not just food. When you hear the kitchen, don't always think about food. Anything can happen in the kitchen. That kitchen, yeah, kitchen. Anything can happen in the kitchen. So when you hear the kitchen, don't just think everything there is going to be cooking, cooking, cooking. This channel is not only about cooking, cooking, cooking. It's just like a TV channel where we're going to be talking about lot of different things, diversified things, but all these things are going to be linked up with what is going on in the kitchen. Guys, thanks very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Please, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. And if you've subscribed already, please don't forget to click the notification button and for more uploads of videos. And I will see you next time. I'm sorry, see, this is what I was talking about. When you do this, yeah, my eyes are itching now. I'm cooking, so should I not scratch my eyes? I have to scratch my eyes. So what next? When I finish this now, I just go and start cooking. When you finish this, you're in the kitchen, you have water in the kitchen, the tap is just right next to you. So just turn around. Just put a little bit of soap. That's why you always have to have soap closer to your sink, because you use your soap to wash plates now. So why do you want to keep soap somewhere? That is just something I said in one of my videos. Keep things where you can get them easily, can get quick access to them when you need them. Keep them closer to the positions where you need them. Don't carry soap that you are going to be using to wash plates and you go and put in a cabinet. You want to now quickly wash your hands and continue cooking. You are looking for soap and you just wash your hands under water. No, use soap. Always use soap. Always use soap. And if you've noticed in my kitchen as well, I have disinfectant gel. That doesn't mean I use gel every day in my kitchen, but if you can use it, it depends on what I touch. If I touch fresh food like fresh meat or fresh fish, after doing all of that, when I wash my hands, I always disinfect it. I just put a little bit of that. It's not expensive. I think that thing is how much? 50p or 60p, something. Just grab one, just put it beside your soup and you're ready to go. All right, guys. I'll see you next time. I know I can talk and talk and talk, no ending. Bye. Thanks very much for watching. Viewers, thumbs up if you agree with this video. Thumbs up, and critics are welcome. Please don't forget to leave your comment in the comment forum below so I can know on what to upgrade on my video. We all learn every day, right? Nobody knows everything, because the way is too big to exploit, and you can't exploit everything till you leave us. Thank you. Bye.